Hey there guys, how's it going? JPCowFace here, and we are back with episode 3 of Let's Play Civilization 6. And we are playing as America, as Abraham Lincoln, more specifically. And yeah, and things are going alright at the moment. We got our 5th city down at the end of the last episode, San Francisco here, pissing off the Monty in the process. But what we wanted to do, we basically wanted to continue this block from the mountain range using this river as a template really, and just claim this land south of the river as our own. And we started off in this area here, obviously. Growth has been a little bit slow, food's not been great, but overall it's not too bad. We've managed to find our way through this mountain range here too, so we have some space over to our west. But the Holy Grail is to the east, and we have got the natural wonder Deity. So that's going to be really nice to bring a couple of settlers over here and put a couple of cities down. I said about putting one on one side and one on another. There is even the possibility of looking at it and going, well, maybe we can surround it with 3 cities, really. But I will work that out. I will do a bit of a plan. For the moment, though, we've got some barbs to deal with, try and kill them off here, and then we've got to find the camp and deal with that. And we've got another settler being built in Washington, and we want to continue that on this episode. We want to lay down as many cities as we can, really. So yeah, that's where we're going to go in today's episode. We just reached end of an era, and we only got a normal age. And we are going for free inquiry again. It's going to be our easiest one. Yeah, it's going to be our easiest one over inspirations to get the Eurekas. We've obviously got no religion, and whilst we're trying to perhaps just build up the cities we've got and get settlers out, perhaps we're not going to be getting too many districts down this era. So free inquiry is going to be the way we go. Okay, so we have a Congress. So luxury policy. Duplicates of the chosen luxury resource grant amenities, or we get no amenities. So I'm going to have to vote diamonds here. We've got a couple of resources of diamonds. So we'll put that in. We've got no extra Diplo favor to use for extra votes. So let's hope we don't get that voted against us. And then we've got plus 100% city-state yields type when sending trade routes to a city-state of this type. Now we only have Mexico City in our close vicinity. We do have, well, Taruga here now is pretty close, and Hattusa. And then we got Muscat as well. We got just the one trade route, and it is an internal trade route, just to help with production and growth in our capital. And for the moment, I'm probably going to stick with that if we have to redo that. But if we had to do one, if we had to do one, let's see. All right, none of them actually want a trade route. So if I had to do one, perhaps we'd just say let's do scientific, because there's 2 of them and there could be a chance that they get a few votes. So we might just go with the potential flow, as it were. All right, so someone else obviously had lots of coffee that someone didn't like, so no amenities from coffee, but we did get the scientific city-state for trade routes. So if we get another trader, or it seems like a time to send a trade route externally, then we take that benefit and we will go to Taruga, perhaps. And we've just managed to build our first industry with our diamonds in Washington, so that's pretty cool. We do have a new luxury resource over here with cotton as well, and we've got another resource of diamonds as well, which if we get that online, then we can sell that. Yeah, we can sell that and get that online. We do have this resource of iron though, and what I might do is, because we've got plenty of stuff to improve at the moment, I might just wait another turn. We'll use some money, buy ourselves another builder. Yeah, if we can get as many nice things online as we can, we might as well, because, you know, happy people are productive people, is what I always say. So as varied amount of luxury resources as we can get is only going to be beneficial. So let's get that tile bought. We'll wait, actually. Wait one turn. It's going to take him a few turns to get over to that tile. We'll wait one turn, get the builder built, or buy the builder rather. And then by the time our builder get there, we might need another turn before we can afford to buy the tile, but that's all fine. All right, we are exploring with our Dora the Explorer. Okay, let's try and take out this barbarian archer, and we get a promotion from that. And let's finish him off with our vampire, shall we? We're going to lose, well, not lose our vampire. We can't lose our vampire. They are immortal, but he will be returned to our capital. All right, so let's move on and clear this tribal village, and we got a tidy bit of extra iron there from that. We are happy about that. And we're just going to, I was going to say, we're just going to hang around with our chariot, but we might bring them down towards that barbarian camp and see if they need any help clearing that out. Oh, we didn't lose our vampire guy either, so that's pretty sweet. We're moving back onto the woods and we will heal him up. We can promote our archer here, and we promote him with volley. And I don't really want to leave our closest cities unguarded, although we have got friendships ongoing with all of our guys, so perhaps it could be wise to just send everything we've got. We're going to clear that area, and then we know that that is a problem dealt with. We do want more army. A lot of our army, I'm hoping, will come from the construction of industrial zones and the buildings within, because we get them for free when we complete the industrial zone districts and then the buildings of that district, and they take no cost, resources or anything, so even to maintain. So they are, I mean, it's the best possible army. It's a free army, and really we wouldn't need anything else. We can pretty much rely on that. Right, Cincinnati is struggling for food, but they have granary in one turn, so that is something. We were heading down to the crabs, but that's not going to solve all our food issues either. Right, we have the Eureka for construction. We've completed our watermill, so that is a nice little Eureka and an extra era score there. And we have a Eureka for celestial navigation too. And we have got 2 sea resources improved, whales and crabs down here. So that's a nice couple of Eurekas and era score points as well. Right, New York has finished the watermill. So what do we want to move on to next that needs perhaps a Eureka? So we're doing mathematics. We can move on to construction afterwards, and then we've also got the boost for celestial navigation as well. And if we get some walls built, we can get the Eureka for engineering too. And for those that maybe weren't watching, we are on a shuffled tech tree and civic tree as well. So just to keep things interested, along with our shuffled map as well. So everything's a bit, who knows what we're going to get kind of thing. Right, so we have the boost for apprenticeship as well, and that's going to give us access to our industrial zones, obviously. So that's going to be where we want to get to start producing our standing army. But being on a shuffled tech tree, we can't really see what's coming up. We could only guess, really. Yeah, we can't see it without revealing it. So first things first is we're going to we're going to try and get the ancient walls built, and to get that boost too. But we want to get to apprenticeships. We want to get that done. So I reckon once we've done mathematics, we could even leave mathematics just for the moment. We could do celestial navigation and apprenticeships, and then we can come back and do like construction and engineering, which we'll have the boost for by that point. And then we might be somewhere close to having mathematics done as well. We've got two districts down. So we've got a government plaza and our campus. So we only need one more to be able to do that. But anyway, right, for the moment we've got, I think, yeah, we'll do that celestial navigation and then we'll move on. And we can do our ancient walls at New York, and that should be fine. All right, so we need to think about another district. And none of these are great, but someone wanted us to build an encampment. I know that. So perhaps we could look at doing that. Oh, why I thought thinking about it, actually, let's just quickly buy that builder. It has gone up in price since that last turn. That's annoying. And then by the time our builder moves over, we'll be able to afford another tile anyway. But yeah, Boston, we are going to think about we do want more campuses down, but that's not, we've already got a campus. We need to be thinking about the boost, which should automatically complete that for us. So I'm thinking maybe this isn't the best place to try and do it. All right, let's put some turns into another settler, and then we'll come back and we will think about that. All right, so we can move down a little bit. You can heal up. Keep on exploring with our little Dora. All right, we have another envoy. And where can we go this time? Right, we're going to be building industrial zones. We know that. So having the regional effect of the industrial zones reach 3 tiles further can be quite a nice idea. We could just get 2 extra gold for the moment. which I don't think we're desperate for. We've not got any universities or consulate building yet, so we can't really benefit from that. They won't be our suzerain either. So I think we go and we'll make Mexico City our little friends. Yeah, we are their suzerain. Okay, so that's a 2 extra era score as well. Let's work our way around and try and secure ourselves a normal age, at least for next era. All right, and then we have met Caesar. Honored to meet you. And we can share our capitals as well. We knew he was right next door anyway. But yeah, we finally met him properly. We can potentially sell Julius some stuff. He'd like to sell us some stuff. Let's see. Teas and dyes. Right, teas and dyes. Pretty cheap. I don't need whales. We've got whales. Did I sell our whales? I might have actually. I think I'm going to take both of these deals and get all those amenities in. And we can try and sell one of these. We're obviously already selling one of our jades. We're going to get us another wine online, so we can sell that. Not for a lot, I guess. 129. It'll do. It's not a lot, but it will do. It's a little bit extra gold in our pocket anyway. Let us buy that cotton tile and we can get that online. More happiness, more amenities. It's always good. And we can get this wine online as well. And we've got replaced that amenity already from selling the wine. All right, that's a good idea, moving our units in. There are barbarians approaching. All right, cross over and try and find where this camp is. Okay, we can build an industry. Yeah, we can build an industry. Where do we want to build an industry? Do we want it at Cincinnati or at San Francisco? And I'm going to say, let's go with San Francisco. It's going to be a frontline city. And yeah, Cincinnati, it was just plugging a hole, really. So yeah, I think we'll beef up San Francisco where we can. So let's track this barbarian camp down. There is an archer we're going to get hit first, unfortunately. All right, so they are approaching us. They're on a hill. Let's retreat to a hill. And then we'll come and fortify with our chariot and let them come to us and make sure we're in a stronger position. It means we can deal with them a bit quicker. Okay, that's the cotton online. All right, we've got one charge left down here. What do we want to do with that? There is a chance I might swap the sugar tile here so Cincinnati can work it. And we could just get some food from somewhere else for Washington. Perhaps we can look at some sort of farm triangle somewhere. I'm not really sure I've got the location to do it, except for here, perhaps. Though I'm going to want to stick our industrial zone down there, so could go here with these three. That might work. But for the moment, we've just got this one charge left. Let's go to New York and get those crabs online for them. I'm sure those New Yorkers love a bit of crab. Right. Julius and Robert the Bruce would like some cotton. Right, Julius's is better deal over the long term, so we'll give that to Julius. Sorry, Robert. All right, guys, and now we have met another one of our fellow civilizations. We have met Solomon. All right, it's an honor to meet you, and we can exchange as well. Let's find out where they are in the world. And Julius would like a bit of a deal. He'd like some of our Diplo favor and iron. Yeah, I do feel like I might want to keep hold of some of our Diplo favor at the moment, though. I wonder what will you give me tea? And how much will you give me? Any gold? Start at 1, you will. 3, yeah, 5, 4. Just 3 then. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, so for some reason this guy didn't want to put a shot on us first. He had the opportunity to, so I'm quite happy to take that opportunity from him. That's fine with me. Let's smash this guy and then kill him with our chariot. All right, it does look like they're coming for us. It's like they know where we live. All right, let's keep pushing out and exploring the rest of the world. Solomon might also like some iron. But before we do that, unfortunately, all right, so we're out with old warrior at the moment. We do want to bring him back maybe after we deal with these barbarians and upgrade him to a swordsman. So we definitely want that, but we might as well. We've got 2 sources, so we're bringing in a reasonable amount. So we should be able to sell some right now. Okay, who's given the best deal? It's Robert the Bruce. All right, I think we accept that. Yeah, and that's fine. Looks like I missed the opportunity with Julius, but we send a delegation to Solomon, and we can give it a try with Julius, but he will not. Yeah, gifts are never free. You're right. All right, never mind. We just have to win him over in the long term. All right, and that's celestial navigation completed for us, and we're moving straight on to apprenticeships, which is great. Once we got that down, we can be, well, at least we'll be in a position to start working on our industrial zones. So that's going to be cool. Right, we're going to have to let's move here. Let's take out the slinger, and then we attack this guy here. It's like they're on a proper beeline for us or something. That's fine. All right, let's get this other iron online, and that's our doubled our intake. All right. Don't know what they're doing out in the water there. They're just, you know, sacrificial, maybe. Okay, and drama and poetry is completed on our civics as well. So we have access to theatre squares. So theatre squares and apprenticeships. And obviously we've got to concentrate on campuses as well, but they are going to be some of our main focuses. We want the production. We don't want to be left behind on science, obviously, but getting our theatre squares down is going to be key for the culture and tourism route that we're going to be wanting to take. So at least we're at that point as well now. Okay, so I don't want to lose our archer. We're going to need to keep on backing up strategically. So did this guy run away? Where are they going? I do not know where they're going. Let's try and chase them down though. We can bring this builder back over here and we can get this wine turned into an industry for us. All right. Okay, Washington has got a settler built. And we're going to move him over in that easterly direction towards Deity. And that's annoying. And that they're in our way. Are you going to make us go the long way around? They are, aren't they? All right. And what else can we find out in this wide and wonderful world? Right. Civic. Right. Where are we at? What are we doing? Okay. So we did drama and poetry. Yeah, really short on any inspirations here on the civics. So build an encampment, be the target of a declaration of war. I'm not too interested in that. Yeah, no, they can keep that one. Build 2 campuses. Yeah, probably could want to try and do that. And get construction done. So we're working on that right now, right? So let's say we start with defensive tactics. And I'm not too worried about getting a boost for that. So none of you AIs out there, you know, you don't need to worry. You can keep your attention somewhere else. But perhaps somewhere we can look at building an encampment and somewhere a second campus. Well, no, we're not got, so construction could be after apprenticeships. We did talk about that. So yeah, we will get that done. That's fine. Washington cannot build another district yet, so we're waiting for 7 pop, and that seems like a mile away at the moment still. But as for expansion and expanding our empire across these lands that we've claimed, I think we're best going for Ancestral Hall, as we can't really do anything else at the moment. We'll go Ancestral Hall. We know we need a second campus. We know we need an encampment. I think I might build the campus from Boston. And we might as well sling it up here in this +3. And San Francisco, we need to buy a tile to be able to do an encampment. So let's build one quite central here. And we will queue that up. Oh, yeah, okay. We get that locked in. Right. That's fine. So we have a second campus. That's going to take a little bit. We've got an encampment. That's going to take a little bit too. It's going to be sped up a little bit from putting an industry on this wine here. And then should we just have a quick look back as well? What else? So no, we don't want war. Construction, we're going to get that. And kill a unit with a quadrium. That's not going to be something we're going to get either. We've not even built a first galley or anything. So after defensive tactics, I might just go onto naval tradition, knock those 2 things out that I won't, or hopefully won't, get the inspiration for, and it'll just give us a chance to get the inspirations for some of the other ones there. And that's just gonna, it's gonna be a discount on how much culture we need to get those knocked out as well. So I'm happy for that. We do need to find an opportunity to start building either in industrial zones or theatre squares. So yeah, got to keep that in mind. All right, and I can see here that Solomon don't mind us, so let's do another friendship. We like doing friendships. We are all here for that. We like to keep the peace. Let's just keep backing our truck up. Back that truck up. These guys are really on one. I don't know where they are going. Shit. I have no idea where they're going. Right, let's industry this bad boy up. That is a much better tile now. 4 food, 3 production, and 2 gold. So that's much better for San Francisco there. We will need to branch out and get some of these higher food production tiles down as well. Obviously, we're on a floodable river here as well. So at some point, we will want to put a dam down. I'm wondering about buying these tiles, or I might just buy this tile to discourage. Don't want to spend all our money on buying tiles, but yeah, I want these nice tiles. I don't mind even if they flood a bit more and improve the tiles a little bit. Quite happy for that. Okay, we've got to find our way back round with our archer there. He's being held captive by Mexicans. Okay, we have found a new continent of Europe. That just starts after this river and this mountain. We will see what we can find over there. All right. What do we... Yeah, I'm just going to need to keep backing up. I don't think I can stop, take a shot. I still feel like we put ourselves in a position to maybe lose our guy there. All right, let's move our warrior into San Francisco. Let's move our chariot up. I really have no idea where this barbarian is off to. He's off on his jollies. Right, so we're going to be heading east. Keep heading east. We will jump this river in the next turn. And we can get these crabs online. So that's awesome for New York. Yeah, so I think I might just, I don't know, maybe let him chase me around this mountain. Head back to a vampire who by that point might be a good deal healed anyway. We heal up our warrior here, and then we can upgrade him to that swordsman. And that, I don't know what that barbarian warrior did. Maybe he just kept on going in that direction and smashed him into Monty's city there. Who knows? I think he'd lost the plot. Maybe he was running from something. Maybe he saw a spider or something. He's like, no, I'm out of here. All right, Monty wants to offer us Niter. That's how far ahead they are. Monty doesn't like that we're exploring the world. Well, maybe you should do it yourself if you don't like it. There is another era score for us to after completing apprenticeship anyway, and that gives us access to our industrial zones. So that is very nice. I'm curious to see if he actually chases around the mountain, or whether he's going to do exactly the same as these other guys are doing, and they're just going. I don't know what is going on with them. It's going to be one of those situations where I'm not going to be able to get our archer back through. We just have to try and force our way through and see who blinks first. Let's keep going up with our scout. You know what? I'm actually going to. I don't ever usually do this. How do you do? I don't. It's that's how little I actually do it. I don't actually know how. I was going to change his name to Dora, but it's fine. We just we leave him to his thing. Monty's offering us some stuff for we have cotton, right? We sold our. Did we sell our cotton already? Okay. Cotton and silk for 19 gold. I mean, you can't say no, can you? That is as fair a deal as you can expect. Right, apprenticeship's done. Let's do construction. That's going to be good for one of our inspirations. All right, then there is a Eureka for engineering. So that is another era score for us as well, creeping up towards that normal age. Now, I don't know. Yeah, let's just keep moving around with our archer. We don't know if that swordsman's going to follow us or just carry on this crazy train up to Deathsville. Who knows? Do not know. But we might as well just take the opportunity and the XP here and we'll kill that guy. Don't know what he thinks he was going to do anyway. All right, so we have finished that trade route from Washington to Boston. We kind of still... do we still want to do it for production and growth in Washington? Probably not desperate for it now at this point. But perhaps somewhere else might be. Right, we might as well move. Perhaps if we moved to Boston, that'll be close enough to get a trade route to Taruga. So we'll just move them over and we'll find out. Let's keep muscling our way through that passageway through the mountains. And New York has finished the wall, which gave us our Eureka for construction there. Not for construction, sorry, for engineering. Right, and we can build a nice little district here for New York. So we've got the encampment going on at San Francisco. We've got the campus going on at Boston. Could this be our first location for an industrial zone, or do we want to be sensible and build something like a harbor? And I'm going to say no on the harbor, at least just for now. We can't escape this little sea we've got here. It's definitely going to be blocked in. So I'm going to say let's build our first industrial zone, and it's not going to be anything special. In fact, yeah, we've got limited for any decent options, particularly. So yeah, let's go on this plain tundra tile right here, and at least we get a +1 industrial zone off the bat for that. We'll get a free unit for completing it, and then we can build a workshop in there and get another free unit as well. That's just going to just jack up the production level at New York for us. All right, and that is a construction completed, and we can get some lumber mills in place in the woods, and that's defensive tactics completed as well for us as well. And we have inspiration for games and recreation. All right, so this swordsman is chasing us around like some kids in a playground and playing kiss chase. I know that's not okay these days. You're not It's not okay to play Kiss Chase. It's wrong. So yeah, don't do it. All right, promotion for our chariot, heavy chariot here. What do we want to go with? Let's go with charge. Yeah, happy with charge. We are going to heal up our warrior, and then we will upgrade him to a swordsman. Keep working our way across with our settler. Right. Can we get that? We can get that trade route in now. So let's get a trade route going to Taruga, and that's going to create us a nice little road through San Francisco as well, connecting us all up for quicker travel across our empire here. All right, quick, make a run for it. We can escape. All right. Okay, so we made it from bottom to top pretty much on our exploration. With our little scout Dora the Explorer. All right, construction completed. Let's see, where are we going to go to next? All right, get engineering completed, because there are some places where we can benefit from building some aqueducts and getting ourselves a better industrial zone. We're not, unless we buy a couple of galleys, we're not really going to get the boost for that. It's only going to take 4 turns anyway. But perhaps we move on to that next. Let's line that up, get that out of the way. That's only 5 turns between engineering and ship building. That's assuming we don't buy a galley, a couple of galleys. They're pretty cheap, we can afford it. It's going to be a bit of a waste. But let's do it. It's also going to give us a little bit of era score as well. So +2 era score for doing that. And that's our normal age, at least for the next era. And let's buy our second galley. And there is our Eureka for shipbuilding. So that is now just going to take us 4 turns for both of those. Right. Before we go anywhere, let's talk city placement. Now, I don't think... No, I was just checking to see if this Piatiti counts as a mountain, which it does not. So we're not going to be able to get a aqueduct off of them, I don't think. We could obviously get an aqueduct off of the volcano, but we risk that being decimated. But it seems like a very inactive volcano at the moment. I wouldn't have said it's... Yeah. Right, let's think about some placements here. All right, we could think about in a city down here, and then we could aqueduct off the volcano. And then obviously we could we could stick an industrial zone down there, and we could have a mine that does, I can't remember whether a mine and a quarry do. All right, so that could be one thing. And then we could potentially do a harbor here. And it's not going to be anything great, but I mean, yeah, I'm not sure that would particularly get any better than what we're going to get there for a theatre square placement. Okay, so that is one potential. Now we've not got a volcano or a mountain on the other side, but we do have another chance. 1, 2, 3. We could get there. That means we can get another aqueduct off of there. And then we can think about an industrial zone here. I am just thinking we're going to want to think about the prospect of national parks down the line. Let's just, would we want to stick a mine there and a mine possibly here or on the other tile? And they're going to be reasonable industrial zones. But yeah, this is obviously prime location. We've got plenty of prime locations for national parks, so we do probably want to do some careful planning, which I might just do off camera. It might just take a while just to carefully plan out where we want stuff. But yeah, so we could look at things like this to be our national parks, because we're gonna have some great where are we looking? There we go. Yeah, we're going to have some great locations. We need either wonder or mountains. So this could all maybe have some rethinking done, potentially. So a national park there and another national park on this other side. Is there a way to squeeze 3 around? I don't think there is. No, there's not going to be a way to squeeze 3 of them on, unfortunately. Unless we can get two around the wonder somehow, and then use the mountain / volcano to get another one done. So we could have a potential of 3 national parks over there. But then we've got lots and lots of mountain ranges in our sort of starting area, which just is prime location for national parks. So like I said, I'll probably take some time off camera to do a bit of planning of where we're going to stick down potential national parks, and that's going to be great for our sort of late game tourism push. So yeah, I've got to do a lot of planning and thinking about that. Right, so defensive tactics were just completed. We can move on to games and recreation now. We've got the boost for that, and then afterwards, if we need to, we will need to put some turns into it or complete naval tradition. And we have a governor tile as well. And let's, do we want to spend that on Bengala just to top up our science a little bit, or do we want to get our second level of Sanguine Pact and get our first vampire castle down? I'm going to hold off on the Sanguine Pact and yeah, I'm going to promote Bengala to researcher just to top off our science. All right, and that's engineering quickly completed for us. Move straight on to shipbuilding. That pushed us up to 44 science for us now, so that's reasonable. Keep playing chase with the swordsman. Right, heal up our warrior before we upgrade him. Okay, we've got our galleys ready. We will explore this vast ocean. Nothingness, probably. Okay, we've escaped with our archer, so that's cool. Do we want to... We might as well just see if there's anything over in this corner before we head eastward. Robert Bruce would like some iron. We can sell you 18. And we won't sell you 18 because you want to give us nothing for it, and only 4. All right. All right. Let's sell the 18 for 5 turns to Julius, and we'll take that 4 as well. Why not? Yeah, Robert the Bruce can have that, and we should make 4 up in the next turn anyway. And old Robert the Bruce would like to send a delegation. That's most welcome. Thank you, Robert. Right, we will keep running back to our vampire who's doing well on healing up. They are slow on healing, vampires, unless they are on one of the vampire castles, which we don't have yet because you don't get that until their 2nd promotion. We keep on, just move ahead with our chariot, make sure there's no hidden surprises. And we keep pushing out with our settler there. Right, so yeah, we've got our 20 now. We can upgrade not to a swordsman but straight to a man at arms. So that has given us +1 era score for the use of iron. So that's 12 to go if we're going to hit a golden age in our next one. That's where it maybe would have been nice to have our galleys actually out in open ocean to explore a little bit more and find things that are going to give us a nice era score. All right, so I think that's where we're going to hold things for today. We didn't manage to quite get down any more cities yet, but we are heading in the right direction. We are going to claim the land around this beautiful natural wonder at Deity. And that's where we're going to expand our empire to next. We have started construction on our first industrial zone, which is going to give us our first free melee unit. And yeah, so plans are starting to come together. And yeah, I can't wait to get my plans sort of concreted in and get the cities over here and down and start putting them together. They should be some lovely cities, especially when we get to the later game and start getting some national parks down. They're going to be really great for our late game. So that is us done for today though. As usual, if you've enjoyed the content today, leave us a like, and if you subscribe, that'll be really great. I really appreciate that. And I hope you have a really good rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.